Hey guys, today a quick video on the Nemesis Hellion neck knife. Now this is a small little tiny neck knife that I saw on We All Juggle Knives channel, and I just kind of had to have it. You know, I wanted a small neck knife with a good stainless steel, and this one fits the bill. This one runs about $40, so it is a little bit more on the expensive side for such a small knife, but it does come with VG10 steel, which is a pretty good, decent stainless steel. It has pretty decent edge retention qualities. No, it's not good as S30 or any of those other super steels, but VG10 is, at least in my opinion, better than AUS 8, 440C, and things like 8CR13 MOV. So you are getting quite an upgrade with that. So I think it does kind of fall into the realm of affordable, but also really good performance. There's a reason why Spyderco deals so much with this steel. It is a pretty decent all-around steel, and you can make a pretty affordable knife with it. So this sucker comes with a little plastic sheath. I think it's Kydex. I'm pretty sure it's Kydex. I don't think it's anything else. It's friction fit. A couple little holes here for different attachments. Retention on it's pretty good. I'd say it's not going to fall out anytime soon. So you can see this thing is as simple as it is. It's a tiny little, like, 1.5 inch blade. Overall length on this thing's only like 3 inches. Just a tiny little guy, no handle scales, no nothing. You can see it's relatively thin. Handle's a little skeletonized. This is made in Japan. I believe it's marked, yep, right here. Once we focus, there we go. You can see it's made in Japan, which is always a plus, not having something made in China. And a very nice little kind of, looks like a little bit of a hollow grind for the primary grind there, and then it comes down with the secondary grind. So, nice little upswept tip to it, almost like a Warncliffe, can't talk, but not quite, you know, very interesting blade design. So when you are using it, you do have like a little bit of a thumb ramp here that you can use. So if you are kind of bearing down on something, you're going to get a, not even really a 2-finger grip. So you may want to consider a little paracord wrap for this or whatever. I'm actually thinking about wrapping this in, or dipping it in that plasti dip that you dip tool handles in. See if that works for this. You know, if not, I'll just peel it off. So I kind of like this, you know, it really gets you a little bit of leverage up here on that. You know, you can also hold it back here. But overall, this is one of those small fixed blades. Very sharp out of the box, I gotta say. This thing is just absolutely, I've been doing knife reviews, so I'm running out of hair here. Yeah, that'll never happen. So, whoop, you can see that will take the hair right off you. No problem. Right out of the box. Didn't even strap it. Overall, this is a beautiful little knife. It's a really nice looking knife. Has a very thin profile, very easy to conceal. Overall, very pleased with this. So, who's going to want to buy this bad boy? It's 40 bucks. It's a little more expensive than what you're used to seeing on this channel. Who's going to want to buy it? Well, I think number one, I think this is a great EDC fixed blade. This is something you can put on your keychain. You can put in your pocket. You can attach it to your belt loops. There's a lot of different options for this thing. You can also wear it around your neck. The VG10 is a good steel, so you can put this to pretty hard use. I would have no problem using this on wood, doing a little bit of light digging or prying with it, you know, things like that. Edge retention seems to be pretty good so far. I haven't done anything crazy with this thing, but for normal EDC tasks, it's held up very, very well. It still shaves. I haven't sharpened it, haven't even put it on the strap, so it's done good there. I think, could this be used as a defensive knife? Yes. I think you got a nice sharp tip to it, decent edge. You know, overall, I think it could be used a little, you know, maybe a little smaller than what I'd like, but, you know, to each their own. Some people really do prefer these small fixed blades for defense because you can hold them. They're tough to take away from you, all that stuff. It definitely would make a good kind of fishing, hiking, camping knife because it is stainless steel. You don't have to worry about it rusting every time you look at it. So overall, it's a good knife for that kind of thing. And I think this does fill a really nice gap in that you have a knife that is a decent steel at an affordable price. Typically, you're not going to find any other VG10 fixed blade knife cheaper than this, which is awesome. When I always look to do reviews, I try and find things that are good value. Not always things that are inexpensive, but things that are good value. And this is one of those, because if you look at VG10 knives, pretty much the only thing you're going to find cheaper than this are the Camillus made in China knives, which if you've used them, which I own one, their VG10 doesn't hold an edge worth anything. It's, you know, it holds an edge like 440A. It's definitely not heat treated properly, or it's not even the right steel. So you're not going to get better VG10 for this at the price. The next thing you're going up to are the Spydercos, but you're talking $50, $60. So this is a way to get into VG10 for cheap. It's a way to get into fixed blades, small fixed blades for cheap. It's a way to get into a knife with a decent steel without spending a fortune. So I think this fits a very good role. I'm really surprised it's not a more popular knife, considering that it is a decent steel, that it is an affordable price, and it is, you know, pretty comfortable and seems to be built fairly well. You know, the one thing I would like to see like a small hand scale option for this, you know, maybe a really thin, you know, G10 or something like that you could put on this. But, you know, I doubt that's going to happen. I just don't feel like the knife's popular enough to warrant that. But I definitely think an aftermarket scale kit will be awesome. I'm going to try plastic dipping it, you know, dipping it in that tool handle stuff and see how that works out. When I do, I'll do a video and let you guys know how it turned out. But overall, I think this is a knife you really can't go wrong with. If you got 40 bucks, you want to get into the better steels, and you do have an active lifestyle, this is a knife that's going to serve you perfectly well, and you're going to be able to do a lot with it.